Yeah, for sure. It's the games come quick, and I was talking about it with JT this morning actually, and I was like, I can't really remember. Are the games usually this condensed? And he said in the second half of the year it's kind of similar to this, so it's not too different. But I think with coming back from the West Coast and only getting a day and things of that nature, those are the challenges that we're dealing with. That being said, I think we've been handling it well, and guys have been smart about their recovery and getting ready to go for the next game.
You missed a skate or I think it was a practice one of the days on the trip, and Sheldon mentioned you were battling something. How are you dealing with it personally?
Yeah, it wasn't really anything serious. There was just like 4 or 5 minor things that came up at the exact same time. So it was just something that made sense for me to stay off the ice in that particular day. But, health-wise, I feel great.
And last one here, we'll go back to Mark Masters. Go ahead, Mark.
Justin, what do you think the team is doing well to deal with what you mentioned there, the tight turnaround coming back west and no practice day and facing a tough Montreal team tonight?
Yeah, I think physically is one thing, and guys are recovering as best as they can, whether that be, getting their sleep in or getting their recovery or, cold tubs, all that stuff. But I think mentally too, the game's coming so quickly is kind of nice. And, we're into a groove where you get one day off and you play, you get one day off and you play. So from that standpoint, I think guys are kind of just dialed in mentally and, ready for this home stretch.
He's athleticism, and he never quits on a play, and he's really in the game. And obviously he's a great guy off the ice also, but plays with a lot of passion, a lot of emotion. So it's huge.
In which way does that personality kind of feed the other group? Because he's a pretty upbeat guy.
Yeah, he's outgoing. He has a lot of energy about him, and definitely adds that to the team. And I like to obviously happy to see him succeed, and that helps us in a tremendous way.
Next, we'll go to Mark Zielinski, Toronto Star. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Alex. You're obviously new to the Toronto-Montreal rivalry. Does it feel any different going into it, even though you haven't played one yet?
Well, I wouldn't say new. I played a lot on the other side, so I know how big the rivalry is. But it's finally nice to get one from this side of the end. And at the same time, it's a little different feel without the fans in the building. But it's definitely a huge game for both teams, and definitely going to be a lot of emotion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Jonas Siegel, The Athletic. Go ahead, Jonas.
Hey, Alex, I'm wondering what area of your game you think has improved since you've come to Toronto.
I think a lot of it, obviously on both sides of the puck. And to be honest, there's still a lot of ways that I want to improve and keep building on, and keep working in practice and keep getting better at games. So, obviously the more games you get on your belt, the more confidence you keep gaining, and especially chemistry with line mates too. And, just got to keep going there and doing my best.
Yeah, there's, it is a different dynamic for sure. But, I think, with both goaltenders have had success for them. So I don't think it changes a whole lot in terms of their mindset or ours in that sense.
We'll take 2 more here. We'll go to Craig Simpson. Go ahead, Craig.
Hi, Sheldon. You've said oftentimes during the season, you're going to have ups and downs. Your team's been on some great streaks. You went 7-1 and then 1-6 and now 7-0-1. Is there any one identifiable part of your game or two in the negative times that stand out to you, like in the 1-6 run compared to this 7-0-1, or is it just sort of the balance of the way the games go?
Well, I think, special teams are a big factor. When we went on that stretch where we weren't winning all the games, it seemed like we're 1-goal hockey games, and our power play, wasn't getting it done for us. And the penalty kill, seemed to be letting one in consistently. We stabilized the penalty kill, and it's become a real strength of ours here again. And then power play obviously has been reeling, yet, in a huge moment, scores just a massive goal to help us win the game the other night. I think those things make a big difference, but what I focus on is just the consistency of the mindset of our team and just remaining confident and even keel throughout each of those stretches that you've described. I mean, when we're winning, the guys they've just come in and continue to work, and when we're losing, guys didn't get down on each other. Just continue to come into the rink and work and be positive and be confident that it's going to turn and put in the necessary work to make sure that it does. So I think that's what I take out of the season is that the spirit of the team has been consistent.